See, it's running, and go to the docs, and also the Swagger is working also. So see, so this is the benefits of the Dockerize. You don't need to even clone the project. You don't need to install or do anything else there. Just simply uh, install the Docker, then log into your Docker Hub account, and then just simply run the image, and that's it. It's good to go. So that's all from my side. And yep, if you have any question, you guys can ask.
I just did the unmuted everyone. All right, so I have a quick question now. So
Yes.
what about if we this is for everyone. So we are running the 4,000. If the 4,000 is busy, then what is going to happen? If the server we are running the application, if the port number 4,000 is busy or occupied with other application, what is going to happen? I'm expecting an answer from the CloudOps student. Will you be able to build it then? Anyone can answer. If the 4,000 is busy on the server, can we build the application on the same machine? The answer is no, we cannot, because one port only can be used one application. It cannot run the multiple application. What about if we shut down the database now, because database in the different cloud. If we remember, database on the Mongo, the Atlas, right? This is not it is not on the AWS. So what happened if the application is running, but the data is not storing? So what is the issue then? What will be our troubleshooting point? Najib. So if the user is sending the data, but data is not going through, where we are going to look into the issues? Hanzala.
Can you ask the question again?
So say an example, like now the application is all up and running, and suddenly like data is not storing or throwing the error. So what is the possible, like the options we should be looking to identify the issues or trace the issues?
We'd probably want to consider looking to how our backend and database is connected.
Okay, that's number one. So the backend is running, that's fine, but the data is not storing. Then what happened?
So there could be a disruption in the connection there.
A connection in the code base connection is fine.
Okay.
Let's say. Okay, then what else? What can be the issue then?
The server could be down.
Which server we are talking about here?
You said the database.
Yes. Okay. That's so you will go into the database server, whether the server is down or database itself is down, right? Database is slow. Database is like
Yes.
the memory is full.
Make sure no like heavy loaded files are stored in the database.
Okay. So what was the one benefits we saw here? We have not seen like we created the database, install the database, right? So the database has been created already on the cluster. So we have just the provision the new cloud, the server, and then we actually linked with that database because information is already there. So
It's all in the image.
yes. So typically we do not the almost all the large company or the mid-sized company, the database team is separated. So the you'll be getting all the details from the database team, means the connection, server information, username, password, and you'll be actually passing those information to your code base. So in this case, if you're deploying the staging, you'll be collecting the store in the staging database information. If you are the connecting and deploying on the test environment, you'll be actually getting the test environment database credential. And finally, if you do the production, then you have to get the production. So if you have the three environment for the front end, the three environment has to be for the back end, and three environment has to be for the database. Some company they share the lower environment, but very less because every environment is separated. Of course, the production will never be you will not be the redirecting production thing in the lower environment. Redirecting means if you have a database, the only development database, and for the development team, sometimes we actually switch around it. Means we use the same database on the staging. Sometimes we use in the test just to test things out, and for different scenario we do it. But the production server, we never production database or the production code base, we never mess it. We never touch anything. We just let everything the way it is. And basically, we do not have access. You to touch anything on the production, you have to go through the ticketing process. A ticket has to be created, and the people has to raise the concern. Then you can only touch the database, the production, either backend or the front end or the database. Other than that, you cannot actually touch any the production environment. Okay, so another one was let's see. So you see this when the development he was writing the code, and he was running the Swagger separately. He was running the Express server separately. You guys saw that last week, right? Who remember that? So if you guys are not able to remember, watch the last week again. So in the development machine, he was running the Swagger separately. He was running the Express server in the backend server separately. But look at this. Once you build the Docker, you just run it. Everything actually run behind the scene. So you did not identify anything separately. You just set in the Docker file the command npm start. So then it ran the Express server, which is the backend framework. It ran the Swagger, and then of course you did hit the Swagger now. So go ahead now, do some testing on the Postman. Let's see if the testing is going through Pronto. Do you guys have any question before we go to the testing? We are going to verify the information on the browser dev tools, and then we will be actually running the API testing on the Postman, because we do not have any user interface. This time we have only the backend.
Okay. So can go to the Postman.
So at the moment, we are not able to verify anything on the browser because the front end is not integrated. So at this moment, the only tools you have to use the RESTful API testing tool can be the Postman, can be REST Assured, any tools. There are many tools out there. So we are using the Postman. to actually create a product and bring the payload and the import from the Swagger to the Postman. And we're actually going to design the test here. Actually, let's do the extensive test design. We're going to do this. And you have 2 servers now, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys will see. So the example, one server can be the test and another server can be staging. I will show you the issue here. I will give you the quick quiz. Okay, so actually we start designing. So let's design the okay, e-commerce product. So we are creating the workspace. A workspace is nothing but it's like the similar to the placeholder where you will be actually the create all your test plan, basically all the collection. In the Postman we call the collection, but actually you can call it the test plan, API test plan. So that's the call. Okay, let's go see. And you guys can do this on your computer now because this is the production now. Production means whenever any code is exposed through the public IP, means anybody can access. Simple. Means they can actually browse that specific URL, and based on the credential access permission, they will be able to access. Okay, so the Postman is getting ready.
No, it's
okay. All right. So Postman, the backend database is on the AWS cloud. So when you create a Postman ID, and then if you have one collection to the 100 of collection, they all stored on the AWS. Any computer you log in anywhere around the world, when you log in, and it actually all your collection you will see the once you log in to any different machine. Okay, so are you ready? So of course, again, we are going to exactly it will be our user story, and that is on our Agile LM. So make sure you design the same way. So I don't know the story number, so you can just put the user story some number. I think the 42 or 43, I can't remember. Ayman, you should be able to say what is the user story number. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So create a product, Pantha. Yep. Yeah, here we go. So 173 user story, you have to give the reference. Okay, good. All right, so let's do that. Pay very close attention. This is for everybody. That I will ask you some quiz. That's the interview question. So we are going to design the smoke testing. We are going to design the sanity testing. We are going to design the integration testing. We are going to design the regression testing here. Okay, so for each of the user story, we typically do the functional testing. The user story is the functional testing. And in the functional testing, we have designed the positive, we have designed the negative. So now we can go back to the Swagger and we can try it out on the Swagger and come back and export the Swagger command here. So let's create a product. Okay. So if you are not, yep, so you are importing now. So import means you got everything from the Swagger, and now you have to, it came as a request, and then you are going to save on the positive, and you have to actually give the in the test case title. As a seller, it should be a seller. As a seller, I should be able to create a product, because the buyer cannot create a product. Buyer only can view the product. Okay. So now you will see the body. Whenever something is post, put, delete, there you can expect request body. If there is a get, you should not expect the request body.